Coach has done a really good job at Wichita State. Isaac, not easy situation taking over last year. He's got those guys to buy in. They really, really play hard. And the thing I told him I admire most is they really know their roles and they execute them. And they're going to win a bunch of games this year. I was really afraid. Well, obviously you lose Nigel, and I can talk about that. But, they don't quit. All the coaches we talked to, the games we watched, they find ways to win. And I kept yelling at them, it's not over, because I've seen them when they seemed like they were dead, and they found ways to win. But, obviously sad, disappointing for Nigel, young man, fought through some hip stuff, missed 5-6 weeks, fought his way back. And then yesterday he just got dinged a little, just a kind of thing that just happens in practice. A little, somebody got an elbow with nothing intentional. It was just on a exchange. And he finished practice, and then he just said he didn't feel right. Obviously, we had to go through concussion protocol, and this morning, Doc called and just said, and we got his parents on the phone, we just can't play him. So now what do you do? And I told the guys, just great opportunity for other guys to step up. And our whole theme has been growth. Coach Henderson found the quote, growth happens when you become comfortable with the uncomfortable. And we were in an uncomfortable situation. Obviously a road game, great environment, great crowd, against a good team without our most consistent guy. And we had to deal with it. And we got down, so it even became more uncomfortable. But to our guys' credit, grinded it out. Luke, first time he made 2 threes in a game for us in the same game. Big-time plays. I've said all along, I know some guys have asked me, is he ever going to make shots? But he made some big ones today. And his lefty layup, he actually looked like a player. So, but his coming off the bench, we said we needed everybody. Everyone was very productive. It wasn't perfect. We knew it would be a hard-fought game. I said we had to be the best defensive team out there, and they're really good. They're one of the best defensive teams in the country, and you can look at the stats. I mean, what we did, how we held them, and the player of the year in that conference, which is a really good player. Make him shoot 20 times to get 11 points. So we had some guys step up there. We talked about controlling the paint. And especially second chance, because that's their number one category on the offensive end, and we win 10-3. We win points in the paint 28-20. So the guys really, the other part I said we need everyone from the start to the finish, and we finished it, made enough plays. So really good win for our guys in a young season, and we've grown and got better. But obviously, a couple days from now, we got a tough Marquette team that's already beaten some good people, so it's not going to be easy. But we can have a happy bus ride back to Manhattan.
Casey obviously had a really nice game offensively, but were you more surprised that he was able to give you 25 minutes over the course of the
That's Casey's career high minutes, and he actually caught the ball. And the other night he looked like he had 2 spoons, and they couldn't catch anything. So, but great passes. And when we passed first half, 8 for 12. 8 of our 8 assists on 12 field goals this first half. Little one-on-one. I told our guys we can't go one-on-one. They're good one-on-one defenders. They're good in ball screens. We got to move them side to side when we did that and take alleys and then make the right plays. And that's how Casey fed off of that. But, when we said everybody, and I kind of challenged them, their big kid's really good. And he kicked his butt at the start of the game. But as it went on, they got that one late. But Casey was pretty productive and did a better job defensively. You get 14 and 6 from him, and 5 for 6 again. He's hitting 70-some%. It's a pretty good day.
What was about the 4-guard lineup there that you used at the end that worked so well?
I think we're better defensively. We got guys. Marquise puts pressure. Selton's a big-time defender. Mike and Mark are good defenders that have experience. And then you get Casey in that. So, we did a good job of staying in there, protecting the paint. Then on offense, we had enough weapons, and guys got tired. That they allowed somebody else to make a play. Obviously, Marquise made some huge shots, but Mike had a couple huge plays. Luke has the lefty layup. Selton gets 3 offensive rebounds. So and he makes a couple big plays. So a lot of different people, variety of guys, but I think we're really good defensively when we have that lineup.
Coach, what was the key in? You mentioned the job on Tyson Etienne, 4 for 20. To force him into shots like that, what was the key there?
Well, I think, one, we have really good defenders. Selton guarded some of the best players in our league last year, and a lot of those guys in the NBA. Mark Smith kind of took it upon himself. He had played against them at Missouri. And then even Mike McGurl, I don't think he gets credit enough for being a good defender. So we had enough people to keep coming at him. And we just talked about staying in front of him and making him, don't give him easy ones. I don't know, even when he made one, it was a tough one. And we contested the shots. We stayed in front. Our big guys did a good job in ball screens, making them, think about it. So, we have made some strides defensively. Even Arkansas, Illinois games, we weren't that bad if you really go back and look. But since then we've taken some pretty good steps.
After playing in this environment, what did you think of it?
I thought it was great, and obviously it helps to have some of our fans there yelling. There were a couple times where it was really loud their part. I was trying to communicate, I couldn't, and then we came back and made a play, and then it was loud on our part. So, but it was fun. It was a good environment. Obviously, you're much happier if you win, but I said I did it because I think it's good for college basketball. It's good for our state. And, if they keep this team together, they come to Bramlage next year, it'll be a tough game. So.
What worked so well in that first half, that zoom action? Just got you guys like four just dunks like that.
We got some. We thought if we could get in the paint, and if you watch on defense, it's a good thing. They converge to the ball, and we just made the right reads, the right plays. And the other part, I keep telling them, if they go side to side and make people guard, even the best teams, and they're good, they're going to break down. And I think we did enough of that. We had that bad stretch start of the second half where, again, the ball got sticky again, and it's got to move. You don't have to make a play every time you have it, and we have enough weapons that if we keep it moving, we'll make the right plays and we'll get good open shots. I thought the start of the game, they made their shots. We did it. We were wide open. That might have been some of the best looks we had all day, but we just didn't make them. To our guys' credit, they stuck with it and found a way to grind out a win.
Marquise played 35 minutes tonight. Obviously, without Nigel, knew that you were going to need that point guard help. How important was him, this last year?
I called him in before practice or before the game in the locker room with the coaches, and I just said, I need you. I need you to not to make every play, but I need you to lead. I need you to direct things. I need you to get us into something. When it gets loud, we just can't go haywire. And he wants to make plays. It's what he's grown up, and that's how. But I thought he started, making the right passes, right plays. Again, his assist turnovers from the beginning of the year to now, it's incredible. 4 assists, 1 turnover. Him and Mike 8-2. That and those were a lot of Casey's baskets that came off of their plays. And then he's hard. I tell him he can be such a pest on defense. And they, a couple times got some steals. To their credit, they chased us down, blocked some shots. But, we had a big play go against us with the 2 free throws in the first half, the contact technical. And then we had a big play, when, he gets the steal and he makes both free throws, and little momentum builder or changer in that second half.
With Nigel, would you think he's got a chance to play on Wednesday then?
I hope so. Everything's got to go right. It was just when you have protocols, there's a number thing, and he was just at the minimum. So we'll know more tomorrow. We kept him at the hotel, kept him in the dark, tried to keep him away from things. He was going to watch the game as best he could, but it'll be dark on the bus. You get back, hopefully a good night's sleep, rest, and just kind of hope and pray that we can get him back.
Is there a level of trust that's kind of grown that you guys are sharing the basketball a little better?
I hope so. The big thing is, from the beginning, just 7 turnovers. What do we have at half? 2? For us to take care of the basketball, I've said we can score, and I know our shooting percentage isn't great, but especially from 3. But we can score the ball if we will move the ball, trust each other, help each other. Talk. Kel has talked about the 4 guards. We got a lot of people that can make plays, create. They just got to realize create for other people. But part of the growth. Hopefully, we continue to get better. It's we got a big one on Wednesday. Marquette, Big East Challenge. They've surprised. They've beaten some good teams. Lost a tough one. They're a heck of a week for them. Wisconsin yesterday, us, and then UCLA. So hopefully they'll forget about us between the other ones.
And if you try to prepare your team in pregame, that they might hit you with an early punch, and you got to be able to survive it and come back.
Yeah, I don't want the early punch, and that's what we keep telling them. But maybe I should punch them, then I get in trouble. But we got to learn to get ready for the game. And I don't think that we weren't ready. Like I said, I thought we had good shots, good execution. We just didn't make them. And for them, Joe steps out and makes the 3 to start the game. If anyone on the team, I would say, please let Joe shoot that. And he makes it. So, it's just sometimes that happens. But our guys, I thought we lost our poise a couple times in the game. But that's part of maturity.